are going to go up to Wither because we need meteor salt for both the bandage poisoneer and the brisk campaigner. And we'll need 3 in total, 2 for the brisk campaigner and 1 for the poisoneer. And then we are going to do the usual trips through Mount Palmerston, where we will pick up 1 more Zoop, because they also both require 1 Zoop, and we only have 1 right now. And then we are going to stop by the Undercrow, and then down to Khan's Heart to do the smuggling thing. Khan's Shadow if we need supplies at that point, although we'll probably stock up at Palmerston. It's also just a good port report because it lowers terror. Then Pigmoat Isle, Demew Island, sail back through here. I'm gonna do that circuit. I keep wanting to go south and I keep having random crap sending me north. Oh, 5 Z stories. Yep, that's what I thought. We're gonna be using all of our Z stories buying meteor salt. There we go. This is what I do for my officers. Actually, I think she requires it as well. No, she needs... Okay, remind me to buy 2 Z soups when we're at Mount Palmerston, because she needs it plus soulless fruit. But I'm kind of glad she doesn't need meteor salt, because honestly, 5 Z stories hurt. Although apparently getting meteor salt in one of this dev's later games that I haven't played, I think it's a mobile game of theirs, is apparently an absolute pain if you want to do it without paying real money, at least according to one of the comments I read. I have not played it myself, so take that for what you will. We are going to sort out the amnescence first, because I'm still vaguely worried this might be on a timer. Another step. There is an account in the journals of M. Demew of a devil right used for the extinction of flames. The substance called Zoop can be eaten, by the unwary at least, but it can be turned to other purposes too. Approaching despair. A night and a day pass, and she returns to your cabin, fists clenched, lips tight. Nothing. It has not even won me time. But if my soul is irretrievably contaminated, then perhaps... Are you going to try to sell it to someone? I have one more idea. I am uncomfortable with this matter of Z-gods, but I cannot afford discomfort. Can you help me find this last thing? It's rare, I know. Okay, so we need Stone's attention and Judgment's egg. Stone's attention could be gotten right here in Wither, but of course we do not have a Judgment's egg, and I have no freaking clue where to get one. I think it's something that I've found maybe once or twice across all my playthroughs, and I can't remember how. So... we'll get that when we get it, and we're not going to bother getting Stone's attention until we get it, because if you have their god's attention long enough, eventually an event will just happen where you lose that attention. It's usually not even a good event. So, however, I will check, since we're here, what the requirements for getting Stone's attention are. Money, a little bit of fuel, and 1 watchful curio. So Bill, make a note that we also need to get a watchful curio if we want to get Stone's attention easily. Alright, now we're going to go get some Zoop so that we can also talk to the bandaged poisoneer. And we'll also get the Zoop for the merciless modiste. And we'll also need to get a soulless fruit for her at some point. I know we can get that. That's not a problem. We just have to head south for it, and we just haven't. Okay. Should we tip her off? Or should we take her back? I guess my question is, if we take her back now, like, is the game going to acknowledge that we exposed her as a double agent? And something probably pretty bad's going to happen to her. Granted, she's a deviless, so I don't care that much. Or if we tip her off, like, we're admitting that we found out she was a traitor, tipped off the people she's trying to betray, I get the feeling she'll be angry at us. So I'm just gonna tell her it's time to go. We're gonna take her back like it's all hunky-dory and let them figure it out. How's that sound? Already packed. Let's go, she says breathily. The Brimstone Invigilators will be here soon. You don't want to meet them. She lifts a single man-skinned valise. This is all I need. Take me back to London. Okay, you can forsake at any of them. Okay, good. Lost 20 mirrors, but gained 10 of our veils back. And now we are... Wait, I thought you said Duggan's Maw. Does it change? Does it just change? Because now it's saying that it would increase our mirrors. Or did us forsaking a right change it? Yeah, because I know it wasn't mirrors before. Because remember, we saw that we needed mirrors to eavesdrop on the convention. And so I'm like, oh, we need to go find an abyss that'll give us mirrors. And Duggan's Maw was the first one I checked because it's right outside Mount Palmerston. I would have been thrilled to see it increase this one before. Now I'm just confused. Okay, well, it either randomizes from time to time or something. We'll just have to keep looking until we find one that gets hearts, but apparently mapping out which one does what might just be useless. I'm gonna try departing and then entering again. Yep, it's still saying mirrors right now. Honestly, I probably should have just stayed down here and maybe visited Anth or something. Because if nothing else, it's nice to get that storyteller quality because you turn in 7 of those, you can get some pretty solid rewards from the dude in the back pew. But we will check the Chongyi Rift and the Elfos Rift and see if they're any different. We'll also check out the Undercrow. And then we also want to visit Khan's Heart because we're smuggling at the moment. So if we want to visit all of these places... Crapola, did I buy fuel? If I didn't, I need to turn around right the hell now. I did not. Okay, we're gonna just try to fight these guys, I guess. We're at full hull, so I'm assuming they can't one-shot us. Okay, 10 damage. We can do 10 damage. We've already got them almost a third of the way down. I'm gonna guess that their front gun is probably more powerful than their rear gun. So let's try to stay back here. Try to keep them in our headlamp as much as we can. Probably gonna take another hit here in a moment. Only one hit. You've destroyed the Fostic Corsair. The ship is yours. Investigating the hold. Bolt of fabric. Spider silk. Well, that's one of the 21 that we might need. I was hoping that destroying a more powerful ship would get us more than taking out a standard pirate. But, didn't take that much damage from it, honestly. Come on, guys. Eat. Damn it. Thank you. I wanted the extra space for more fuel. He pokes his head from the gallery. You have my muter salt, Captain, and my zoop. I'm keen to investigate their possibilities. A braising Olympic bubbles eagerly in the background. Supplies. Excellent! He retreats into his galley and bars the door. Day and night his juggling crucible blazes. The galley portholes flare crimson across the Black Sea. He does not answer the door. It's ship's biscuits and barreled water for a while. When he emerges, his bandages are yellow with smoke. I am victorious. The Zoop defied me, but I have broken it. Chanterelles from some soggy edge of London, pig stock, a feisty dash of paprika, lament onions, petals from the exile's rose, which grows in hell, and tears from a hanged man or a heartbroken priest. I believe either would suffice. The method of the ingredients combination is singular. I believe I can make use of it. We are charting new culinary frontiers, my captain, but the Fathom King presides over the drowning feast. He is accustomed to excess. We must amaze. That night, the crew dine happily on fish stew. The poisoneer keeps your wine glass topped up, and at the end of dinner approaches you nervously. I'm afraid I have another request, Captain. I need something from Khan's heart. A certain book of recipes. If we're going that way... He fidgets with the ends of his bandages, avoiding your gaze. Why is he lying to you? I mean, good news, we are going that way, but why are you lying? Can I talk to you again to maybe ferret that out? Before I do, though, fuel. It's a question about your current destination. Do you think we'll pass near Khan's heart sometime soon? My business there should not take long. I only need to retrieve an old recipe book. You're stealing from the Khanate, aren't you? We're going to be, like, fleeing. It contains certain formulae and distillations I will need for the feast. Yes. He's an exceptional chef, but a poor liar. Oh, boy. Well, we'll still do it. Okay, this is interesting. Cure an obsession not yet acquired. The cloudy air will notice a riddle fisher in danger of developing an unhealthy obsession. Preventative medicine. The air will cut out something that is not there yet. She will come away with a sample jar of pickling brine. The specimen will grow there later, slowly, layers of tissue gradually forming a missing kidney. The riddle fisher, cured in advance, will suffer no ill effects except occasional lassitude and lack of purpose. So we checked Alphonse Achilles Weavers. Yes, I did decide to go to Weavers and loop around. I'm thinking... he does pay quite well whenever we do that. So let's go down here to the Chelenate. I don't think I'm going to bother to go to the Arnson Deep, though, because that would be a really weird loop. So go down to the Chelenate, then up to Frostfound, and then the Peterson's Rift, and then back towards Collins. I am feeling the increased fuel efficiency combined with that little bit of extra speed. The fuel feels noticeably more manageable. It's still more than we used when we had the really old steeple engine, but this is pretty solid. Trying to slowly curve us around because I need to keep it in the light to keep shooting at it. But I also need to kind of curve us around because if we leave its home area, it'll start freaking out again like it did last time. And that leads to it like doing weird charges where it turns on a dime and things like that. We also need to not get backed into this freaking rib cage, so yeah, it's starting to do that thing. Some slight scrape damage from its pulses and from me backing into the rib cage. We're good. So that little bit of extra speed has made those, I wouldn't say safe, but safer for us to fight even in this ship. Seriously, 98% chance on that page is challenging. We failed it. I mean, we still got the Fluke Chlor at least. But geez, I would really like to see what that actually does, thanks. I don't know, maybe we did see it last time and I was just so stressed because we were barely alive that if we saw it, I've forgotten what it was. Okay, we need a hunting trophy to meet our contact here. I did not know that. All right, we're gonna need to get one of those. Great. I'm glad we didn't roll this like really early in the game when getting a hunting trophy would have been really, really difficult. We're gonna have to kill a moray eel or something. Which we will do eventually, but probably not on this trip because we did just, you know, take out a frickin' Luke, the colossal fluke thing. The black spiky thing of death. I'm still a little stressed from fighting it.